Hello, everybody. Dacob here. Welcome back to Totally Dacob. I just wanted to thank everybody who watched my ABBA Voyage ABBA Voyage album review, track by track. Um, the amount of love that that video has received and that I have received is just so overwhelming in the best of ways because I mean it's I have this tiny channel that I just started and I have a bunch of videos there already, but the ABBA Voyage review video has received so much love and so much beautiful words from all people from all over the world, all ages, from like super young to not so super young but still super young at heart. Everybody, I've never experienced a reaction of a fandom uh so welcoming, so embracing, so loving. Usually when you dare talk about something as big as ABBA, such a big band as ABBA or anything, or people who love Twin Peaks, the TV show, David, whatever, there's always some sort of gatekeeping going on there. There's always going to be some friction if anybody dares talk about a brand or a band, music, a movie, show, what have perfume that already has a big following and community that loves them. There's always going to be some sort of gatekeeping. There's always going to be some friction. There's always going to be somebody who's going to be very vocal about, what do you know? How dare you? Da da da. And no, none of that happened. The review that I made for Voyage was received. I mean, I was in tears reading the first time because, I posted the video, I went to bed, I woke up the next day, and there was a bunch of comments, and I was like, wow, this is so amazing. The people that have been fans of ABBA for many years, and also people who have been fans of ABBA for just a few years, or even people who have just discovered ABBA a short while ago, everybody's so loving, so embracing, so welcoming, so open-minded, big-hearted. It really melted my heart. And I think in particular in a tough time of the year, I mean, being a YouTuber, I know this very well. Social media has this a tendency of being cruel and vicious sometimes. The trolling can be atrocious, and especially during the holiday season when people tend to get more depressed and even more irritable. So it is to be expected. I usually psychologically prepare myself for way more negative comments around November, December every year. It's kind of like clockwork. It happens. People deal with a lot. People go through a lot, and to experience comments that are 99% of them were positive on the ABBA Voyage review video, it was just so heartwarming. I cannot tell you, those comments made me feel so good, just like the album made me feel so good. Like reading those comments made me feel like I'm listening to Voyage all over again, because you could check out my review of Voyage. As I went from song to song, and I said that there's so much love in this album. There's so much open-mindedness, so much maturity, wisdom to be shared, and just altruism of just giving all that love, that sometimes it became overwhelming. Sometimes you listen to some of those tracks and it moves you to tears. They're not sad, and partially they are also sad tears, but they are also tears of joy and hope. And I gotta say, the comments moved me in the same way. So it's as if I literally felt like the comments and the love pouring in for Voyage and for the video that I made. And the video I made, I'm by no means a professional music critic of any type. I just really thankfully found this album for me, discovered it for myself, and loved it so much that it moved me so much to want to make a video about it. I'm not a professional music reviewer by any means. I just felt so compelled to share all the emotions that listening to this album gave me, and I went for it. And to feel those same emotions while reading the comments, all the loving comments that poured in, it just shows to me that really ABBA really struck gold with this album. They have struck a chord in time It's as if they really, when something hits the spot. This album hit the spot in such a way, and it's so full of hope, despite a lot of sadness in it. That I I'm so grateful that this album exists, and that it kind of is. It's such a wonderful way to end this difficult year. 2021 has not been an easy year, by any means. I think for most of us, I can say, some maybe had a wonderful year, but it was a tough year. It was a tough year, because of the lockdown situation and all the problems people have to go through. And then comes ABBA with this album that kind of almost cradles you, not to sleep, but it's like a warm embrace of a loving family member that has been through it already and is telling you it will all be okay. Don't lose hope. And feeling that while listening to this album, and trying to convey that through my review, through my words and my review, and then seeing that I managed to do it because people responded the way that I felt in the comment sections, and then having that love come back to me again through the comments. You guys, it really made my year. It made me feel so humbled, and it made me feel so much love that thank you. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who has watched that video, who has commented on that video. Thank you to all the ABBA fans out there who have proven to me to be the most loving and embracing community out. I have never, and I've been through a lot of fandoms in my life. Some of them are like cults, really dangerous stuff. But this was something else. This was just open heart, open arms, and ready to embrace and hug. And it was just beautiful. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. That's all I wanted to say. And I wanted to keep sharing that love. And I got all that love in the comments, and I'm bouncing it back to you again. And I'm sending you the love back again. And I mean, this is what the voyage is all about. At the end of the day, voyage means journey. And I know journey is a word that is used a lot this year as well, in many contexts, some positive, some negative. But guess what? As cringe as this may sound to many, that bouncing off of love that I mentioned before, that's life. You don't live a life if you don't keep bouncing off that love, off each other. Because you can throw hate and shade as much as you want. It never bounces back. It's like literally energy you vomit and you lose. And you become poorer because you're emptier. And you got nothing nice back. But if you give love out and you get the love back, well, then you get fulfilled. And then you fill up. And then you feel like a human being. You feel your full potential. You feel the beauty of it, which is life. That bouncing off of love. So here I am, bouncing my love again back to you guys. Thank you so much. I love you very, very much. And until next time, never forget to never give up on love. This has been Totally Dacob. Bye.